Life is a waterfall. We're one in the river and one again during the fall. Swimming through the void, we hear the word, we free ourselves and we find it all. Cause we are the ones that wanna play, always love to go and we always get to stay. And we are the ones that need not choose, always wanna play but you never have to lose. Angels in the sky, when you free your mind, you free your life. Life is a waterfall. We drink from the river, then we turn around and create our thoughts. Swimming through the void, we hear the word, we free ourselves and we find it all. Cause we are the ones that love to play, always love to go and we always get to stay. And we are the ones that need not choose, always get to play but you never have to lose. Angels in the sky, when you free your mind, you free your life. Angels so up high, when you free your mind's eternal prize. Angels in the sky, when you free your mind, you free your life. Angels in the sky, when you free your mind, you free your life. Angels so up high, when you free your mind's eternal prize. Ah, ah, ah,
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another meditation. Today, we will dive into truth. I invite you to find a quiet and comfortable place to sit or lie down. Close your eyes and take a deep breath, allowing yourself to fully relax. As you settle into this moment, imagine a world where truth, peace, and clarity prevail. This place is within you, accessible at any time, and one with your reality. Breathe in deeply, drawing in the energy of truth that lies within your being. With each inhale, envision a brilliant light of truth, a light that is pure, unshakable, and always present within you. As you exhale, release any doubts, misconceptions, or confusion that might cloud your awareness of this inner truth. Let go of all that keeps you from recognizing the love that resides at your core. Now, turn your focus on peace. Inhale slowly, allowing calmness and serenity to wash over you. Picture a tranquil, still pond within your mind, where ripples of peace gently expand with each breath. Exhale any restlessness and anxiety, allowing it to dissipate into nothingness. As you do, understand that peace is a natural companion to the truth within you. Continue to breathe deeply, inhaling the truth that is love, and exhaling confusion. With each breath, you move closer to a state of inner harmony, where you recognize that the truth is love and loving. Envision the union of truth, love, and peace within you, creating a perfect alignment. This alignment dispels any remaining confusion and brings clarity to your mind. Understand that in this union, love is the highest truth, and loving is the ultimate path. Feel the powerful energy of this union resonating within you. Sense how your inner wisdom guides you towards choices that reflect the love, truth, and peace within your heart in every aspect of your life. Stay in this moment of serenity and the commitment to always choose the path of love, truth, and peace that lies within you. When you feel good and complete, you can open your eyes, carrying this sense of clarity and purpose with you, and allowing it to guide your choices and actions each day. I wish you a wonderful Sunday and enjoy the rest of this Sunday service. Bye.
Hello everyone, my name is Arshia. Today's card deck reading is done by me. So it is Divine Abundance Oracle card that I have picked for today, and it is by Thosha Silver. So the card decks are already pre-shuffled, and let's see, the first card that I have received is very vibrant and very beautiful. It is Divine Abundance, and it is a picture of Goddess Ma Lakshmi. Goddess Ma Lakshmi is a goddess of abundance. So let's see what's written. You were born to align with love. Follow the Tao and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not to chase it. The message is pretty clear here. Do you see? Make a choice to recognize your divine self. Well, if you're chasing anything outside of yourself, somewhere or the other, you're not seeing the truth that you are divine and you are abundant, you are enough to manifest your twin flame union. You are enough to have your dream job. You are enough to live your life purpose. You are enough to have any desire of yours. So what this card is showing is that you are divine, and somewhere you're not following your own energy, you're not going within, and you're chasing an illusion. So maybe a not enough feeling might be there, hence chasing an illusion. So make a choice to see the truth, your truth. You are divine and you are everything that you need. God has created you like that. Your desire does not exist in you. You cannot feel the desire in you without you having it. Now, for example, you want to have your twin flame union, it is already there within. That is why you have received the desire. The desire comes through a feeling within. Like I feel hungry, it is very, very real, right? You feel cold, it is very, very real. Same way, you feel the twin flame union, you feel you want that divine love, you want your twin flame. That feeling, that desire is very real, which means it already exists in you and you don't have to chase it. You just have to go see within, turn within, go follow your energy. And the best process for it is already given here, that is the mirror exercise. So turn within and look within, see where you are chasing something outside of you, and make a choice to see your truth. So that's what this card is showing. It's very vibrant, very gorgeous, and sort of like Divine Mother and Divine Abundance is being blessed upon. So this is the next card I have received. It is freedom. So what's written is, I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. Oh, very interesting. So, do you see, is there any part of you, anywhere within, that you are holding back resentments, and it's like a bondage which is not allowing you to be free. So if there is any resentment right now with this card reading, make a choice to release it, as your choice is effective, immediate and powerful. So make a choice to release any resentments, because anything that existed 1 minute back and anything that is going to happen 1 minute later does not exist now. What exists now is you. So it is safe to let go of any resentments. And if you are resenting to go within, or resenting to go see your past or your patterns or your blocks, then again you will feel tight and bonded. This is what's coming up for me. So if you are resisting and not able to go within, give yourself a lot of compassion and a lot of comfort before going into mirror exercise. Give yourself a lot of compassion, comfort, so that you can go see your blocks. If you are going to be upset seeing your blocks, and if you are going to worry about, oh, I have this block, I have this issue, I have this problem, then you're just giving power to the block. The truth is that you need to just go there, see, and understand that that block is just an illusion. Behind that lies your divine self, this beautiful divine self, your true self, right? So free yourself from any resentment in your healing, in any area where you are holding on to resentment. Free yourself, otherwise you might be feeling pretty tight here. So it is safe to give yourself this freedom from resentment which is blocking your good. So yes, you might be working really well towards your goal, but due to these resentments and resistance, I see a lot of resistance also, resistance to go within and do the inner work, right? So anywhere if there is resistance to go within and do the inner work, instead you're trying to chase what is outside of you. Now, let's say just a small example. If you need a job, then you are only focusing on the job instead of looking at your feelings, instead of looking into mirror exercise and healing there and feeling peaceful before applying for a job. Then you're chasing, and that will bring this tightness and it'll bond you and trap you. So it is safe to go see the truth within, any blocks towards it, heal it, process it, and free yourself before making any choices or any decisions in life. And the last card, what I have received is liberation. So again, gorgeous card, gorgeous colors. The doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that they are you. So yes, as you do the mirror exercise, as you do the work, daily doubts and fears might come in, but please do not give power to it. Liberate yourself from it by saying no. The doubts and fears are not you. You choose faith there. You choose yourself there. It's your green garden. It is your beautiful green garden. You will not allow a pest in it. So you need to have boundaries and choose love there. When these doubts and fears come in, make a choice to shoo them away and choose God there, choose faith there, choose love there, and maybe water your plants a little more. You're growing a garden, right? Garden of love, garden of union. So yes, keep cultivating faith, and that will liberate you. And surrender. I feel a lot of surrenderance energy also from here, because it's saying liberation, right? True liberation comes from surrendering to faith. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in the divine in you. Have faith in God. So that is what is coming up for this card reading. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, I'm Neelam. Welcome to the Sunday service today. Here I invite our executive ministers, Laurentio and Alexandra, to present the sermon. The topic revolves around truth and illusions. We all have been seekers of truth. We all of us here have been seekers of truth. That's why I believe that this sermon is going to resonate with each one of us. It's a sermon that's compiled so beautifully, where Alexandra and Laurentio talk about all the inside story of why do we need to seek the truth in the first place, and how do we seek the truth, what is the process, what all can happen while we are on the journey of seeking the truth, how do illusions play a role in our life, and how do we take care that illusions don't overpower our life and we are able to reveal the truth. All of that in this sermon is compiled, and it kind of feels like a guidebook, a video that's a guidebook that tells us on how to move forward, keep on revealing your truth. The word truth itself feels so nice to the heart and feels so peaceful to the heart, because I remember my journey when I began and I didn't even know what twin flames were. And I would always think I'm in a toxic relationship or a karmic relationship or a relationship where I was with a narcissist. All of that, I have been there. I have been not knowing what is happening to my life and what is this relationship all about and why it was so different from all the other relationships that I had in my life. So this was a big question, and I was very, very unpeaceful, and I was literally suffering. And I recollect that at that point of time, I discovered the term twin flames, and took guidance from a couple of other organizations with who were guiding me on twin flame journey. But there was no solace, because I believe that it was more of getting into the practice of meeting your twin flame and having your twin flame in your life and manifesting your twin flame. And it definitely didn't feel good to my heart. It felt incomplete, and that's the reason I again searched, and I came across Twin Flame Universe and Jeff and Shalea's teaching, and it completely resonated with me, and it felt peaceful in my heart, and I realized that this is my truth. The truth about what twin flames were, why it was happening to me, what was happening to me, and of course I was not going crazy. I felt the confirmation in my heart that everything is fine and all will be good. And yeah, that was the place that I found my ultimate truth, and I found it and I felt so good and I felt so complete. It was a different level of freedom when I understood the journey and the dynamics of the journey and everything about twin flames and my connection to my twin flame, all of it. It felt like a big relief. And yeah, illusions was something maybe I was giving power to a lot in the past, and that's why it was not easy. And of course, the teachings of unionism taught me how to move through that as well, with the help of the mirror exercise, how to let go, everything that is not real and everything that's an illusion and everything that's creating separation between me and my twin flame. And yeah, that felt so complete. It felt like, okay, I have reached home, I have got my answer. So the value of the truth in my life is something I have gratitude for so much, and I'm sure all of us over here feel the same. And it wasn't easy, it wasn't an easy journey seeking the truth, finding out that you need to seek the truth and then seeking the truth and the process. But it became easy as I learned how to move through it. So the teachings really made it easy for me. And yeah, so it feels good now that I know my truth and I know who I am. I know what I want and what are my desires, and all of it. I have accepted myself, I have accepted the whole of myself, and that feels so beautiful, so beautiful. And yeah, so this sermon is all about that and how we can navigate through this journey seeking our truth. And Alexandra and Laurentio have really put this beautiful piece together for us. And let's all watch the sermon and take all the beautiful takeaways with us. And yeah, so I invite you also to visit unionism.org and show your love there, donate over there so that we can spread the teachings of unionism all over the world. And yeah, I'm sure you all will enjoy the sermon, and I'll meet you at the end. Thank you.
Welcome, everyone. We are Laurentiu and Alexandra, executive ministers of the Church of Union.
Let us begin this Sunday service with our three opening hymns and with our opening prayer. As always, you are invited to follow along aloud or in your heart. Let us begin with the three opening hymns. And now for our opening prayer.
I am the only child of God, forever part of Him. I am created by Him in perfection, and there I always remain. My mind is my sanctuary, where I keep His holy creation sacred. I will only allow in His voice. I will only accept His word.
Today, I will hear the word of God. I surrender myself to his teachings through his divine channel. I will honor what he has spoken and accept it as his will. I will be obedient to his word, for this is my salvation. In Christ's name, Amen. So, welcome everybody. Today, we wanted to talk to you about the truth, how to find the truth, and how to distinguish between truth and illusions. As unionists, I think that the pursuit of truth is one of our main activities. At the end of the day, a lot of us coming into the Church of Union have, arrived here through the twin flame journey. And one of the biggest questions of the twin flame journey is like, who is my twin flame? How do I know if he's my twin flame? How do I know, if, will be with them, if all of this is real, right? So all that this is just an innate desire to know the truth. You want to know who your twin flame is, right? And to know who your twin flame is, it's an extremely powerful thing. Once you know who your twin flame is, and you have that certainty in your life, and you know that God has revealed to you who your twin flame is, you can relax. And this is what the truth does for everybody. When you know the truth, you can relax and you are actually free. When you know what the truth is, there's no more, questing to do. There's no more things to be found. You know what the truth is. And that's very relieving. I remember when I didn't know who my twin flame was, right? Before this teaching, I always had a question in my mind of like, oh, is this the one? What if that person is the one? I remember this is something that kind of Jeff also shared, I think, in Roma's Attraction, when it dreams coming through, where there was like this kind of anxiety of like, oh, is this person the one? Oh, maybe that one is the one. Oh, maybe this one is better, right? But in knowing the truth about twin flames and knowing that in truth, your twin flame is your ultimate lover. It's your perfect divine complement. It's your divine husband, wife, divine spouse. You can relax and you will know that for sure that your twin flame is perfect for you. And you do not need to go through that, inner questioning of who is my twin flame? Is that person going to be better? Maybe that person is going to be better. Even if like your frequencies and maybe you get like tempted. We're gonna talk about that as well. Because upset can come up and sometimes it doesn't seem ideal the situation with your twin flame, but it doesn't make your journey or your relationship less true or less perfect for you. The twin flame journey. You want to know who your twin flame is. What you're seeking is a divine truth about yourself, about your relationship with God. So, in order for you to find this truth, first of all, you need to be open to receiving it. You need to be willing to let go of all illusions from your life that do not align with the truth. And you do this by observing, your reality, observing, upsets that you have, blocks, and working to them with the mirror exercise. This is the base of the teaching of union. You have an upset, you work with the mirror exercise, you receive more love, more truth in this process. And you're gonna have your clarity, you're gonna receive the truth as you continue to work the process. Yeah. And I really love, I have a quote from A Course in Miracles to go deeper with you today on this topic of truth illusions and how to arrive at the truth. Because I thought I was kind of going through this process within myself where I was realizing that not having truth, not having clarity in my life, any topic, right? The twin flame, who is your twin flame? It's a very important question, that you would want to find clarity. You would want to find the truth, right? But after you kind of find this, and in the process, there's many things that you can receive truth in your life, and where you don't have truth, you have suffering. And in the process, healing, you release suffering so that you receive more love, you receive more truth in your life, you receive more clarity. So it's going through this inner process of desiring to have more clarity, more truth in my life. And I stumbled upon this A Course in Miracles book. So for those of you who are savvy and you want to go deeper, this is from chapter 16, The Illusion and the Reality of Love. So the quote goes like this: your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. It is not necessary to seek for what that is true, but it is necessary to seek for what is false. Every illusion is one of fear, whatever form it takes. And the attempt to escape from one illusion into another must fail. If you seek love outside of yourself, you can be certain that you perceive hatred within and are afraid of it. Yet peace will never come from the illusion of love, but only from its reality. Yeah. Was always with quotes from A Course in Miracles, there's so much depth and so many things that you can pull apart. So let us go like sentence by sentence. I really like when I study these texts in particular to just kind of go text like sentence by sentence and like sit with the information, sit with the awareness that's being provided, and make sure that I properly receive it. So the first sentence from this longer quote goes like this: your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all of the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. I love this because this is something that Jeff and Shaleia also teach in Doing Time Ascension School, especially around Harmonious Union, that you don't make your harmonious union. You only remember it. You only realize that it was always there. And everybody who has achieved harmonious union vibration can relate to this. Like it's not that you create something different or create something new. You just have worked on like healing blocks to what was already there for you and you weren't seeing properly or remembering just yet.
Yeah, so it's never about you growing into having more or something that you have never been. It's always just about remembering who you really are.
Yeah, exactly. I think like this is in the quest for truth. You come home to yourself. When you find the truth, you let go of suffering and you discover more of who you are because you discover more of God. And when you discover more of God, you discover more of you as well. And I think like that's just a beautiful balance in this process of healing. Yeah. So the next sentence goes like this: it is not necessary to seek for what is true, but it is necessary to seek for what is false. I found that interesting because it kind of remembers me about doing the mirror exercise. We don't do the mirror exercise when we're peaceful and happy and joyful. We do the mirror exercise when we have an upset. So in a way, it kind of aligns beautifully with this. It's like we seek something that is false within ourselves. And anything that is not love, anything that is not peace, is false. So we can see how the mirror exercise is a very powerful tool that helps us align into truth. And I'm not sure like if I kind of knew it, right? But kind of looking at these different like A Course in Miracles and drawing from our experience in using the mirror exercise and studying the teachings of the Union, it's so beautiful how everything kind of complements each other. And we see like I see personally the power of the mirror exercise in these teachings much deeper, and I have a deeper appreciation and gratitude for it, right? So I think like this is interesting because it kind of ties to, and I read kind of this whole, I don't know, not chapter, this whole section in A Course in Miracles to prepare for this, and it's always like what is true, cannot be broken, cannot be shaken, cannot be, you cannot demolish truth in any way. Truth is true, and that's why it's true, So we, in our pursuit of, God and ascension and healing ourselves, we're searching the truth of who we are. So therefore, we have to find everything that is false, any idea about ourselves that is false, and to root it out with a mirror exercise. So, for example, a belief that maybe you cannot be with your twin flame, right? Well, that's a false statement, right? And we seek things like that are in our thoughts, in our vibration, and we look at them and we say no to those things and we align back into the truth. And when we are in truth, we are in peace. We have a deeper sense of power in our lives.
Yeah. And something else that I really love about this one in particular is that, okay, yeah, when you have peace, you don't necessarily go into it, you don't have to do anything else and just enjoy it. And that's what the teaching of Union shares. But something that's important here to keep in mind is like really see if you really feel peaceful or not. Because we encounter people on the journey that, okay, I feel peaceful, I heal, but maybe they're not really there. And that's where we really need to look at it. Because an important aspect of that is, do you have what you want? Does it make sense for you, or logically speaking, that you should feel peaceful in your situation? Yes or no? Because I can see this, and maybe have examples as well of people that maybe have gotten into a space where, like, I feel good, but then their life doesn't show that. And we have moved through that as well, where we thought, okay, we feel good, but our life didn't show that we should feel good. So we were lying to ourselves there. And that's something really powerful to recognize when you're lying to yourself, when you're not honest to yourself, when you think you are peaceful, but you're not.
Yeah, and I think like this is in knowing what the truth is. And again, we're gonna draw back to the twin flame journey, but you can take this, for example, with finances, with everything, the perfect body. You can use this for anything. But in divine truth, you were created with a twin flame, and you are meant to be with them together in a romantic relationship. So therefore, the fact that you're not experiencing that is a false experience. It's an illusion, right? So therefore, you must seek what creates that illusion within yourself and heal it. And it's not to say like you should feel bad or always be unhappy because you're not with your twin flame. That's not what we're saying. We're just saying it's safe for you to recognize when you're aligning with the truth and when you're not aligning with the truth, and to do steps to align with the truth and enjoy your life in the process, right? But continue to go deeper in your alignment with the truth, right? Because if you want your harmonious union, this is just part of the process. You just continue healing, right? You continue aligning yourself with the truth that you are already in harmonious union with your twin flame, right? That's the truth. Jeff and Shinya have told us that it's not new information. It's just realizing that truth, accepting that truth, and working through finding out what barriers you have built within yourself against that state of truth, and taking out those barriers through using the mirror exercise and healing within yourself. Easy. Right? I know, like it's easy. I know, like applying it's a bit different, right?
Yeah, let's put it this way. It's simple.
It's simple. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. It's simple. It's not complicated, and I think like that's one of the things that I love about the truth. The truth is simple, straight to the point. It's not complicated. It's not nothing. And I know that when I kind of get in places within myself, but I tend to complicate things. I do that. This is one of the things that I'm healing through, not overcomplicating things. It's just, that's not how it's supposed to be, and just recenter myself. It's like, okay, this should be simple. Overcomplicating this was the truth, and like realigning with God in that space to be able to receive the truth, to receive the clarity, and just working to my upside. Yeah. Good. So the next sentence from this quote goes like this. And the attempt to escape from one illusion into another must fail. Yeah. So if you are experiencing an illusion, for example, not being with your twin flame, you cannot escape from it by creating another illusion, like being with a soulmate. That will fail. Like if you're trying to make somebody be your twin flame, put a soulmate in that place and be like, okay, this is my twin flame, right? I'm living a perfect life. That situation is doomed to fail. and it's not, you're not going to have a good time, even if you might think you have. And I think like that's a powerful thing to realize. And maybe you're doing this, maybe you have done this in a subconscious way. Again, we're not saying this that you should feel bad if you have done this. It's just realizing. I have received like a lot of, relief when I read this, and I was like, yeah, like I haven't identified places in my life where, I was trying to run from one illusion to another because I was making it, and I was, afraid of like going into certain places in my consciousness. And I was like, oh, okay, let's do that. And I had like a lot of compassion for myself, realizing it. I was like, okay, yeah, it's doomed to fail. And I just choose to align with the truth now. And that's just a powerful choice to do. Right. And to be a champion and an advocate for finding the truth for yourself, however that's going to look like. The truth is going to be freeing and relieving no matter what.
Yeah. The important thing here about finding the truth, you do have to sit with yourself. You do need to spend time with just getting clear. And that's the whole thing.
Yeah. And I think like here, like if you have trouble in getting clear, a tip, something that I have noticed for myself is like if you experience difficulties in getting clear in something in your journey, ask yourself, am I resisting? What would happen if I get clear? Am I afraid of a certain answer? This is something that I see with a lot of people. For example, in the twin flame journey, like they get attached to a person and then they want to make them be the twin flame and they ignore maybe obvious red flags in the relationship in the hopes that, oh no, they are my twin flame, right? And it's not because, that person is bad or, whatever. It's because there's just a fear of finding out, right? And I think like the next part it really hit home for me, like the next part of the quote. And I was like, ooh, okay, yeah, I relate to that. And yeah, so let's just go to the next part because I feel like it just kind of wants to come forward. Right. So the next part goes like this. If you seek love outside of yourself, you can be certain that you perceive hatred within and are afraid of it. I was like, wow, okay. I related to this a lot because especially with like what I've been hearing lately, where I felt a lot of not love, felt a lot of hatred and not nice feelings. And I, one of the patterns, I was seeking love outside of myself, either like attention from love, as my twin flame, or other people, and it was strain on relationships. And I was disciplined in that space, like, hey, look there. And I was like, I realized I was like afraid, I was afraid to go within myself, I was afraid to face these things, right? Because I perceived that I was bad, right? I had, hatred within myself, or there was like these spooky things within myself, right? And that was the reason why I had like this, pattern of going out of myself for love. So this part of the quote really was like, wow, like that God really came through here to like, I didn't, when I prepared for this segment, I wasn't like, I had this idea and I was like, oh, God help me with the quote from Course in Miracles. And, I got this thing. I was like, Google something and it just landed here. And I was like, okay, I needed that. It was a message for me. So I hope like it's a message for some of you here as well. We're going through this together. So if you seek love outside of yourself, you can be certain that you perceive hatred within and are afraid of it, right? Because if we wouldn't be afraid of ourselves, we wouldn't believe that we have hatred within ourselves, then we'll be just fine. We're going to be with ourselves, loving ourselves, and it's going to be a wonderful time, right? But it's not like that, So therefore, I really love because this really gave, what the opposite is. And it really helped me just, make new choices and see that, I am not hatred. I am love, I am divine, and I am safe in being with myself. And even if I have these feelings, I can just release them while I accept the truth of who I am. Right. And again, this is important in knowing the truth, because you can always ground back into the truth. No matter how many feelings you have that might tell you other, the truth is that you are divine. Now, I cannot make you believe that you are divine. You have to, pull that for yourself and remember and reaffirm and have boundaries. If, maybe you have a thought or something coming up that tells you otherwise. But no matter what, at some point, you will accept that you are divine. You cannot postpone your harmonious union forever. That's you will achieve your harmonious union sooner or later. No
Yeah.
matter when that is. All will come back to God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. So the last part of this quote is, yet peace will never come from the illusion of love, but only from its reality.
Mhm.
So it just reaffirms and goes deeper with this idea that you need to have real truth in your life and experience it, right? Having your twin flame kind of next to you in a physical way, it's a reality. It's a manifestation of the truth, and that's powerful, right? So you will not be satisfied with less than real truth. And you will have a craving within yourself to find out the whole truth, right? So therefore, it is safe to kind of just surrender to this desire that you have for peace ultimately. And peace will never come from the illusion of love, but only from its reality.
Mhm.
So therefore, only in experiencing real true love in your life, you will find peace. And I think that's it kind of encapsulates beautifully this topic. So this is why when I see people clearly not willing to kind of look, wanting to be with their twin flame, but not really looking at the fact that they're not in the life and having a bit of arrogance about it. I'm like, don't really,
Yeah, like you should be humble when it
Yeah.
comes to this if you really want to have progress.
mhm.
Someone not being humble about their experience or willing to look in a space is just showing that they're not willing to heal and they want something else than what they're communicating.
Yeah.
So if
The
you,
illusion of love, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you're never gonna have peace from that place of illusion. You might think like you get something, and again, like we as people, as humans, we're not stupid. We believe that we're getting something from not peace, right? And that's the challenge or the hump that we have to overcome, and just realizing that hey, we ain't actually getting nothing. We cannot get something from illusion, right? From an illusion of love. We don't get anything. It's an illusion, it's nothing real, right? And it's a lesson that we have to kind of learn to that illusions cannot truly satisfy each other. And illusions don't make any sense as well. That was one person. Like you don't try to make sense of illusions. Don't try to make sense why you have a voice in your head telling you that you're a bad person. Just put a boundary with it and reaffirm that you are divine and embrace your divinity. You don't need to understand it. You just put up a boundary. And maybe, at some point you're gonna discover something deeper that you just heal and move through. So therefore, congratulations. If not, just put up a boundary and move forward and reaffirm love and peace in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So as a conclusion to all of this, you are meant to be with your twin flame. Your harmonious union is something guaranteed. It is real, it is truth, and it is like this because God made it so. And God sent Jeff and Shaleia to help us move through the separation, to move through the illusion, so we can arrive at truth. If you are here, I would assume that you want the truth in your life. So, therefore, allow yourself to move through this process. The mirror exercise, the teachings of union, you have everything that you need here to find the truth about not only your twin flame journey, but anything that you desire. And I think this is why the teachings of union is so powerful, because it helps you achieve everything that you desire. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So this is it.
Yes, this is it.
Let us conclude today's sermon with the closing prayer and the three closing homes. As in the beginning, you are invited to follow along either in your heart or aloud.
Father, I accept your word into my heart. I will honor your will in my life and will follow you without hesitation anywhere you ask. I know you guide me into your heart where I belong. I accept that you are everywhere and your teaching is in all things. God, I know you provide me clarity in this teaching of union, that I may be forever in union with you.
I accept that you are in me as you are in my brother. I will not deny my brother your word and will share your teachings with him in any way you ask and only as you ask. For when I share my salvation with him, I fully claim my salvation and return to you with him. In Christ's name,
Amen.
Amen.
Speaking this prayer in your heart means that you have accepted that you're on the path of awakening to your true divine nature. This is what it means to be a unionist. Follow the teaching of union with God wherever you find them, and purify your consciousness into perfect union with your Creator.
And now for our closing. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Hope you have a wonderful Sunday, a productive next week, and we will see you in the next one. Namaste.
Namaste.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed the sermon. This was such a beautiful piece by Alexandra and Laurentio, and all the compilation about truth and illusions in this sermon. It was really a great takeaway for me. I love the idea that they use the extracts from the Course of Miracles, the quotes from the Course of Miracles, which were completely resonating with the concept of truth and illusions. Like the quote that says that we do not need to seek love, but anything that we have created as a barrier to love. We do not need to seek truth, but everything that is false. We need to seek what is false. We need to shed away those layers. Anything that's unreal, that's not true, that's illusion needs to go, and the truth will be right there in front of us. So its truth is already there within us, and it's right there, just like a harmonious union. And even Jeff and Shaleia state this, which Alexandra mentioned in the sermon, that harmonious union is not something you need to create or build. Harmonious union is something that you realize that you can, you can just reveal. Yeah, so harmonious union is something that you reveal with getting away and healing all the blocks that are blocking the harmonious union. Once you heal those blocks, the harmonious union will be realized. You can feel it. So it's beautiful because all are correlated and it makes complete sense. Even they mentioned that when we seek the truth, and when we have reached the truth, it is so peaceful to the heart. Truth is always peaceful to the heart, and when it's peaceful, That is the place we align with God. And wherever we align with God is where we find ourselves. It feels like home. That's the place we feel we know ourselves and we know our desires. Completely, we have accepted ourselves. And that's the place the harmonious union is lying. So truth to harmonious union is so understandable. Truth, peace, alignment with God, knowing yourself, meeting yourself, and harmonious union. So it's so beautiful, the way the whole sermon has been presented. Laurentio also mentioned that we need to be seekers of truth. We need to have the deep desire to seek the truth. We need to humble down. We need to be humble enough to allow ourselves to know the truth and to get away with everything that's an illusion. They also talk about illusions being a trap, a kind of a trap. One illusion can lead to the other, and it can be a kind of a cycle or a trap where it gets difficult to reach our truth. So they speak about you being humble enough to creating the desire in your heart to seek the truth and to become the advocate of your own truth, to seek it, yeah, and take that necessary steps, do the mirror exercise, do the inner work, so that your truth is revealed to you. Also, Laurentio mentioned that peace is not something that it just can be presumed as peace. You need to really check in your heart whether it is feeling peaceful, because sometimes it may come from the mind, it may not be actually peaceful, but we are trying to just be okay with it. So they also mentioned their life experience, which they shared with us about how they were healing through their blocks and doing the mirror exercise, and they were trying to reveal their truth, and they would feel peace in their heart, and they would think that it's okay, but then they would not see things moving in their reality, and that's what gave them the understanding that to feel the peace is also an art which we need to master. We need to feel the peace completely, because complete truth can give you complete peace. There cannot be a half truth or a little bit of truth here and there that can give you peace. So feel that peace completely is what Laurentio has re-emphasized in this sermon. And yeah, illusions can lead to more illusions. Is one example they give us is a person can be so attached to his partner and wants to believe that that partner is the twin flame, that the seeking for the truth is not a deep desire, and that's because they want to be with the person they are and want to believe that the person is their twin flame, and the seeking is not enough. So you need to be seeking that from within. It should be a strong desire, and that's how you stay in the loop of illusions. You want to believe that that's your twin flame. You don't want to seek the truth, and you go on from one illusion to the other, and there's a loop in which you get trapped, and it's a suffering. They mentioned very clearly, which I really, really resonate with. Till I didn't know the truth, I felt I was suffering. It was complete suffering. So truth sets you free, gives you peace, and illusions and the trap of illusions is a way to suffering, which is very clearly explained in this sermon. And yeah, it's a beautiful sermon where Alexandra gives us a beautiful, tip over here to just relax and to feel good, to feel enjoy the process as we move towards seeking our truth. And through the whole process, we just need to be compassionate and loving and enjoying the process. So this was something where she wants us to calm down, and she's told us that in the sermon. And yeah, it's a beautiful sermon which clears all our doubts about why do we need to seek the truth. And Alexandra summed it up in the end so beautifully by telling us that we deserve a harmonious union. We deserve to be with our twin flame, and God has sent Jeff and Shaleia here to help us to move through this process with the help of the mirror exercise, so that we can find our truth, we can find who we are, we can find what we desire. And it's such a blessing. And the whole sermon is such a blessing. And yeah, and I invite you to visit unionism.org and show your love there, donate over there. Also, you can watch all the previous sermons over there. And in case you want to also watch the after tea time discussions, which are discussions done by Unionist on these sermon topics, giving their own perspectives, you can like and subscribe our YouTube channel and watch them there. In case you want to be a part of the after tea time discussions, you want to be live with them, you can do so by logging into Facebook on the Unionism spiritual group over there, and be a part of it, be live with them and contribute and give your opinions and all of it over there. And yeah, thank you for being a part of this sermon. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Laurentio and Alexandra, for this beautiful piece, and wish you all a beautiful week ahead. God bless you. Namaste.